The .cds.lib or the cadence library setup file is one of the most important startup files for the Virtuoso environment. You can start the Virtuoso tool from the directory that contains this file. Also, the library manager, which is the tool that allows you to access your design libraries and associated cell views, is populated by the contents of this file. So what exactly does this file contain? Well, in short, it contains the definitions of your design libraries. It also contains essential library paths from the software hierarchy, and you can include user-defined libraries in this .cdslib file. So whatever libraries that you see listed in the library manager will not be visible if they have not been defined here, and there are certain keywords that you can use to define libraries in this file. You can see those keywords listed on the slide. One of the files read by the tool during startup is .cdsinit. It sets user-defined bind keys when the design environment is started. It can contain skill commands to customize environment, and you can load as local .cdsenv file for customizing various tools. Also, you could have customized initialization files in your current working directory or home directory. Now, when you invoke the tool, the search order for the file is first the tool install, then your current directory, and then the home directory. When a .cdsinit file is found, the search stops unless a command in that file reads some other user files. You can see examples of this file that sets up your configuration when you perform the labs. There is a sample file also located in your tool install, and an additional sample file for analog designers that contains in general analog simulation environment file or setup file can also be found inside your tool install. You can of course copy and customize these files to suit your requirements. The Virtuoso tool suite is composed of different tools such as the schematic editor and the ADE. Also, these tools interface with the Spectre Classic Simulator for netlisting and simulation. The .cdsenv file, that is the .cadence environment file, contains settings for the various tools in the Virtuoso suite. In the examples here, you can see how settings and different tools can be controlled. The first statement here turns the category section on in the library manager. The second statement sets the model file to gpdk 090.scs, and it is to be picked up by the ADE when simulating with Spectre. The third statement sets the project directory to simulation, and the fourth line here sets the snap mode to any angle in the layout editor. The tool searches in the install directory and finally in the home directory. After you verify that all the files are present too, and you want to ensure that you load a customized .cdsenv file located in your current working directory before Virtuoso started, do any of the following: either set an environment variable or add this following environment variable to the .cdsinit file. You can also use the options menu from the CIW and choose save defaults to save any changes, and then update the local .cdsenv copy. And do remember that as each .cdsenv file is loaded, new values overwrite any previously set values. The .cadence directory is a hidden directory and is created when the software starts up. It contains a local customization for a default setup files in the directory that is specified here. There is a setup.lock file that is located in your install directory, and for each location specified in the setup.lock file, the program searches for .cadence directory starting with the CWD, that is your current working directory. It should always be searched first. Now, this directory contains some subdirectories, that is the .cadence directory contains some subdirectories that store information from your current working directory. One thing to remember is that if you delete this directory, then you lose all your customization and history items. We'll be discussing history items later in this class.